At the inauguration of Casa Sollievo della Sofferenza, Padre Pio said,
"Questa è la creatura che la provvidenza aiutata da voi ha creato, ve la presento. Ammiratela e beneditela insieme a me, il Signore Dio. È stato deposto nella terra un seme che Egli riscalderà con i suoi raggi d'amore. Non ci private del vostro aiuto, collaborate a questo apostolato di sollievo della sofferenza umana."
Those who in the journey of their life have climbed these stairs have found the meaning of suffering in Christ's passion and comfort in the care of the hospital. Padre Pio wanted a hospital technically capable of meeting the most demanding clinical requirements. The hospital has expanded over time. An operational reorganization project is underway that is being inserted at the heart of the hospital, respecting the landscape and the history of the place. This hospital, unique in the world, which welcomes not just the sick, but pilgrims and prayer groups, will have a new reception area with dedicated areas and access routes, a technological hub to bring together and share the most modern equipment, new wards of the highest quality for today's requirements for privacy and comfort, a new central supply necessary for such a complex structure. La Casa Sollievo della Sofferenza is one of the top Italian hospitals for care and research, with 1,000 beds, 50,000 patients a year, and a growing number of day hospital and day surgery services. It welcomes patients from all over Italy and the world. In a typically modern style, the buildings blend into the context in a natural way. Also, thanks to the use of local stone that absorbs light and changes colour depending on the time of day. Healing of spirit and body cannot be divided, and this is evident in the position of the sanctuary opposite the hospital, ideally joined together by the ascent along the Via Crucis, rising towards the sky. The hospital opens onto the city, facing the square, from where the path to the Padre Pio Museum begins. Many objects that belong to the saint are on display here. Among them this coin, the gift of a devotee, the entire capital available when it was decided to build the hospital. The welcome is felt in large, brightly lit atriums where visitors and pilgrims can find reception and information services, meeting points, rest and refreshment areas. Padre Pio's prayer groups, called by the saint the forward posts of the Citadel of Compassion, started in San Giovanni Rotondo and spread throughout the world in parallel with the hospital. They find their home here. A system of public walkways is the backbone of the reception area. Terraces are an excellent point of view over the liturgies held in the square and on the Via Crucis. From reception, one can pass to the central atrium, which is the hospital's main entrance. A system of rapid escalators and lifts connect with the third floor, where the public circulation is concentrated. From the central atrium, on the same floor, one can also pass to the new meeting centre and to the historic monumental entrance, a reminder of the still vital roots the building has had in its past. Choice of materials, light and shade create an airy, welcoming and reassuring space. Along all the routes dedicated to visitors, spaces for meeting, assembly and prayer are provided. At the centre of the hospital, Padre Pio wanted the chapel from which the love of God could radiate around all the departments. "Your mission is to heal the sick," he told the doctors. "But unless you bring love to the sickbed, I don't believe medicine will be of much use. Take God to the sick. He is more effective than any other treatment." On the third floor, the walkways are dedicated to the circulation of the public, who will find walls lined with portraits of the founder in the art gallery. Proclaimed a saint by Pope John Paul II on June 16, 2002, Padre Pio said of himself, "I'm just a friar who prays." It is prayer that moves the world, which renews the conscience, which supports the home, which comforts the suffering, which heals the sick, which sanctifies work, which raises health assistance, which gives moral force and Christian acceptance in the face of human suffering, which widens the smile and the blessing of God on all languor and weakness. If healing the spirit is always on the foreground, no less important is healing the body, on which the activity of the hospital is focused. The north atrium is the new entrance to the hospital. It is on a split level at the 3rd and 4th floors. The information and admittance services are accommodated here. A dedicated internal roadway gives access through the new north entrance to the north atrium, with parking for 800 vehicles for staff and visitors. The new access by the North Road divides and controls the flow of materials to the utility centre from those addressed either to the North Atrium or to the Accident and Emergency Unit. Here, patients and ambulances can arrive rapidly and safely. The new technological hub is placed in the heart of the complex and brings together the very latest technologies for operating theatres, resuscitation and intensive care units, accident and emergency, diagnostics, specialist wards and laboratories. The concentration in a single central block of all the most advanced equipment allows the hospital to be reorganized according to a new operational model by which resources can be shared. A patient-centric model no longer organized by departments but by processes with a logical, shared use of resources and technologies. The new technological core will be compact and modular, effective and efficient, safe and flexible, ready to adapt to future developments in medicine and biomedical and digital technologies. The new hub brings together the clinical laboratories. The research laboratories are in a central position to facilitate the exchanges between physicians and researchers, enabling the rapid transfer of the result of the research to their practical application at the patient's bedside. This will enhance the commitment to research of the medical centre. The new accommodation departments will have ensuite rooms for either 2 patients or a patient with an assisting relative. Although in a context of advanced technology and efficiency, these will offer welcoming and familiar environments, in line with the vision that prompted Padre Pio to choose the unusual name of home for his hospital. Large lounges will make it possible to meet together and enjoy the views of the sanctuary and the new basilica, on the wood that has transformed the once bare hill and on the Via Crucis. Padre Pio, when someone objected that the clinic was too beautiful and luxurious, replied, "Too luxurious? Were it possible, I would make the home of gold, because the sick person is Jesus, and everything we do for the Lord is too little."